Hey, hey, how you doing? This is part two of, how do I put this? This is part two of investing without a broker. It's just a midweek dividend reinvestment. I'm putting this video out because of I stumbled across a guy who's trying to. I don't think he knows exactly what he's doing, and oh, by the way, he does have a course and the investor playbook you can sign up for on his website. I just don't like it when I think that people are taking advantage of, especially young men and women nowadays who are slightly naive. What I was getting into in part one was the nuts and bolts about this. Here's the biggest lie they like to tell you. You can invest in the stock market without a broker. And this is part two of, let me see what I'm calling this. Let me see what I'm just looking for what I called it on my channel. This will be part two of, come on. This will be part two of people giving advice about investing when they really don't know what they're doing. And it'll say part two at the end of that. Let me copy that so I can paste that in to the title of this video. Copy. Okay. So here we go. Anyways, to the point of the subject at hand. Investing is not rocket science. You can learn more by using autodidact, means teaching yourself. Everything that goes on in our lives as men and women, especially young men and women, should not be for us to take advantage of somebody else. Because they don't know something, you're going to make them pay a fee, make them pay for your services, or act like you have some sort of knowledge that can just absolutely push them over the top when that knowledge is actually free. All right. You don't have to like my videos. You don't have to subscribe. I don't monetize my channel. I'm not trying to get to 100,000 plus subscribers or anything like that. If I can help one or two of you along the way, that's my goal. And I do this as much for myself as anybody else. I'm not doing this it's more of a cathartic thing for me to give back to people. Wow, that vehicle outside needs some brakes. Anyways, probably. Anyways, doesn't matter. So what we're talking about is you don't have to have a broker to invest. Oh, I hope that's not for me. I don't feel like going out there. You don't. Oh, that is us. All right, so I just threw it on the front porch. Let's go see who it is. Thank you. All right. I wonder. There it is. It's a little box. God bless. You can't be driving around with that. The brakes like that. So, anyways, and why are all of these guys that are supposedly helping you out with investment advice, are they retired? Are they rich and wealthy, or wealthy and retired? Because I am. I'm not trying to tell you just to believe me and sign up for my course because I know what I'm doing. You know, because I have so many subscribers on YouTube. It's ridiculous. I'll show you the cat. That, ladies and gentlemen, is actually a terrorist. Whatever, don't believe her. She can be kind, but anyways. So getting back to the task at hand, here we go. Again, we're back into our computer share account. Free. The computer share account is free. Here's where you go to sign up for this place. In the United States, anyways, there's the website. This is our portfolio. This is the first stock in our portfolio, and that's its ticker symbol, the 3-letter or 4-letter ticker symbol, so you can look it up on the stock exchange. That's the quantity of shares that we have, 1.27 of AMD, and Amazon AMZN we have 25.38 shares. That's the price per share as of today, and there's today's date, so there's nothing going on. There is the portfolio value overall. Hang on, let me show you. Let me lower it down so I can show you the difference between an up and a down stock. All right. The top two stocks are down today. These two stocks are up today as indicated by the red arrow being down, the green arrow being up. This is not rocket science. And they want you to think that there's something. And what do we invest in? We invest in things that people use and things that people need. Water, utilities, Amazon, AMD for micro computer products. We also invest in, I'll just go through the 13 stocks. And all of these, I'll turn it around and show you how to search and buy a stock. So we'll do it first with one of my favorites, Coca-Cola Company. All right. So we are in the tab that says, to get started, select a company to invest in. So we go over here and we pick Coca-Cola. We're going to pick Coca-Cola right here. All right, it's thinking. So we find Coca-Cola, right? There's the number up there. There is the ticker symbol, which is extremely famous because it's knockout. And it's $70.57 a share. As of today, there's no rug pull. There's nothing here. It has to be all above board. So documents, plan brochure, enrollment forms, request by mail. So what's the biggest thing we want to skip to? Now, you should read both of those, but you want to sit down here and you want to go to investment options. One time, your investment is $500. Reoccurring investment requires a minimum of $50 per month for at least 10 consecutive months. So if you decide to sign up for the dividend reinvestment plan, which is $50 per month for at least 10 consecutive months, you can invest into this company without using a broker. Existing shareholders' one-time fee is $50. And your maximum amount of investment is $250,000 a year. Here's the kicker. And the reoccurring and one time is, if you're shareholder record, you have to put a minimum of $50 in. If you are a brand new investor and you're going to sign up for at least 10 months consecutively, it's $50 a share. Now, the other one I want you to concentrate on is down here, and it's called the fees, the plan fees. And you want stocks that don't charge a lot of fees. So that's how they eat up your money. Initial setup is $0. If you send in a check, one-time investment check, check is $5. If you do a one-time investment, you pay 5 cents. If you have a one-time investment only, it's an additional $5 for them to process it. Recurring price per share processing, dividend reinvestments. That's us. They're talking to us right there. Dividend reinvestments. So, is it 5 pennies? Let me go back. Dividend reinvestments. We'll go straight across. Which is, dividend reinvestments is 5% or a $5 max. That's batch sales, and then it gets into batch sales and the rest of that stuff. So that's it. Those are all the different. It's not rocket science. It's not something you have to take a course to do. All you have to, and then so you decide to invest, right? So I decide to invest. So I go over here and on the button, invest now. Where's the button, invest now? No, I hit invest now. I want to start a new account. Clicked on the button to start a new account. So since I have to reinvest for 10, reoccurring, I click the reoccurring block. There's also a one-time block, and then there's a thing where you can do both. How much would you like to invest? How much would you like to test on a recurring basis? Since we have a $5 fee, we want to invest $55. And when do we want to invest it? Withdrawal schedule is on the first of the month. So we click that box and then we just move on, and you go down here. That's the rest of it. And you just hit the next one. And the next one is, let me make sure it doesn't give away all of my stuff. That'll give away all of my information. So let me delete that personal information. Maybe delete all of this. Jeez, I didn't know I had all of it. All right, anyway, hang on. Wow, it's even got my, anyways. All right, so we'll go back up here. It's an individual stock. You put in your first name. You put in your middle name in this block over here. You'll put in your last name. Notice the asterisk, which means it's required. Taxpayer ID if you're a company, or your social security number. And then you have to age of consent. You have to be over 18 years of age to do this. We go down. That is my country, the United States, street address, city, state, zip code, home phone number, telephone number, which are both for me a cell phone number. That's it. You check all of those blocks, you confirm your email, and then you hit next. And the next block for you is to go to the portfolio. Let's go back to our portfolio. Go back to our portfolio. Do you cancel? Yes, I want to cancel the transaction. Anyways, it doesn't make any sense. You don't have to have a broker. The fees that you get out of a brokerage make it absolutely worthless. It's a waste of your time and money. And these are where I bring in about Warren Buffett. We want to use time and compound interest. We're going to buy the same amount of shares in the same boring company that produces stuff that we want. Fuel, diesel, oil, water, food, services that produce a product or a service that people need. That's it. Out of our 13 stocks, we have AMD. We have Amazon, we have California Water, we have Chesapeake Utilities, which is around the DMV, District of Maryland and Virginia. There's a lot of rich people around there. That's a pretty safe bet. Costco Wholesalers, ExxonMobil, Marathon Petroleum, Raytheon Company, the Clorox Company, Coca-Cola. That's just a shout out to Warren Buffett. It's one of his, anyways, doesn't matter. J.M. Smucker Company, Tyson's Food, and Walmart. Those are our 13 stocks. That's it. It's not rocket science. Please stop listening to these guys unless they do something like this. Unless they're willing to sit you weekly basis and prove to you that you know what you're talking about. You know how to help them make money. And we don't hide anything from anybody here. We're not trying to make sure it's some sort of rug pull where I got myself and 50 other people have already invested in Coca-Cola, and then all I do is I push Coca-Cola, so I'm just making myself money. It's called pumping and dumping. It's the thing they do with all these bitcoins and all the rest of, not bitcoins, all these crypto coins. So it's called a pump and dump. I know these are two very long videos in the middle of a week, but my God, this is not rocket science. I don't have a degree. I retired in September of 2012 at age 46 for the second time. I'm not trying to take anything from you. People who are telling you to sign up for some secret information about how to make money, I just don't trust them. They do not have your best interest in. They're not trying to show you the easiest way to get started. They're trying to get you to use your time, energy, and effort. It would maybe at the most, if you picked yourself out of stock, would take you 10 minutes to figure out how to attach your checking or savings account. Just need a routing number and account. And for the next 10 consecutive months, you're going to take $55 out of that account, and poof, as soon as you do it for the very first month, you become a shareholder of record. And then you don't even need ComputerShare. You can buy the shares directly from the company. Here's the one where the catch is. How does ComputerShare get paid? Well, they get paid out of the advertising budget for all of the companies that are there offering their stock to us. We don't pay ComputerShare. We have a free account. There's no catch. There's no book. If you want a book, read The Richest Man in Babylon to get yourself started. I believe one of the most critical parts of your life as a man or a woman nowadays is having financial literacy. And do not listen to people who are selling something where you have to pay for their services. Take some time. Do some research on yourself. Go look up computershare.com. Doesn't cost anything to start a company. They're even on YouTube, okay? Love you guys and gals. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you got to take care of yourselves. I am not bashing on this young man about him and his video, but I completely disagree with him when he says you have to get a broker. You don't have to get a broker. Are there some limitations to not using a broker? Absolutely. Do I want to get into all of that? No. But again, this is not rocket science. Please do not let these people cloud the waters so you can't clearly see what's going on. All right? Love you. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. Like a fort in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.